The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Bell, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Check 9, check 9. 29. Hey, Haywood.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's out. Blue 80.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Do your job.
That's out.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
What down? 180.
Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Low, low, low. 734.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And This will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
It's going to be a long day. Slay.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell.
It's running.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Carr going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Deuce, 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 deuce. Turn that down. 57's the mic. One, later one. Oh, man, don't get nervous now. OP, OP. Fire you up. Hey, exit. Don't get nervous.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's airing it out, and this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Right here, right here. Mike 56, Mike 56. All that, all fun. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Shot 56. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 56 to Mike.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Bell. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Watch the end.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. Let's see if they can pick it up. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
180. 53 is the mic. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block.
Raider 9.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Whip right. Watch the whip. Raider 1.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
He's checking, hold on.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Bell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hatch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 34.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's got room. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, watch 13, watch 13. You. Hey, Raider 2. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
53 is the mic. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
What now? 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just about on his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
Go! At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Again, it's Bell. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They'll go again with Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, it's Bell. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down now, it's Bell. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got it. Hey. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Check.
This is Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Raiders' 28-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Jets, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.